Hi, this is Traceyhd, and I just wanted to make another video of 10 more of my top tarot decks. This is kind of like a part two. I just made a video a week or so ago about 10 of the tarot decks that I love. However, I love them all. And it was really hard to narrow them down to those 10. And today I decided, you know what? There's a lot more of these decks that need to be shown that are truly lovely decks for anyone out there looking to purchase some tarot decks for Christmas or for any day. These are another bunch of my favorite decks that I wanted to share. First off, and these aren't in any specific order. First off is the Medieval Tarot, and this is a very beautiful 78 card tarot deck. Okay, it's a Lo Scarabeo deck by Guido Zabordi Marchesi, and not happy with these boxes, but you know what? I can deal with them. And the cards inside. Now, when you see these cards, you're going to be able to tell that I trim them. If you watch my videos, you know I love trimming the cards. I'm able to connect with them so much better. That for me works. Do whatever you feel works for you. And inside we have a very typical guidebook. It's going to be in several different languages. It's going to be in English, Italian, Spanish, French, and Dutch. It's going to tell you a little background about the Medieval Tarot. It's going to go through each of the cards. Nothing fancy, very, very short and brief. And again, you might not even need to look at this guidebook if you're a seasoned reader. If you're just learning, this is fine. You might want to purchase a book or something that's going to elaborate more on the meanings. So very basic booklet. Beautiful design on the back of these cards. And they're not in any specific order because, of course, I've been using all of these decks on a regular basis. Look at the artwork on these. I mean, this is amazing. There's the sun. How beautiful. They have this old world feel to them, very charming feeling to them. Nice gentle energy too. We have the Six of Pentacles. Okay, we have the King of Cups. And we have the little king symbol here. Of course, you'd notice it was a king, and of course, you'd notice it's the cups. The wheel. Strength. There won't be any words on these cards, so it might be a challenge for someone who's just starting out. You'll just have the Roman numerals, and if you're not familiar with Roman numerals, that may be a little bit of a challenge, but it's not so hard to learn. Seven of Cups. Three of Wands. Ace of Pentacles, the Knight, and the Knight will be a little horse symbol up here, of Cups, Knight of Cups. Okay, three. Okay, and again, there's going to be numbers on the top and the bottom. We have the Empress. Okay, here we have the Emperor, number 4. And you get a feel for these cards. The colors are beautiful. The artwork is nice. Like I said, they have this old world feel to them, which I absolutely love. Here we have the King of Swords. 10 of Swords. We're used to the woman lying down with the swords in her back. This one's actually being held from behind. It looks like there's a little struggle going on. The little devil here, which I think is a cute touch. Okay, and this would be the Knight. Very, very beautiful. So if you'd like to see the entire deck, you can go on to my playlist under the Medieval Tarot and take a look at the entire deck. Since I have 10 decks of cards to go through and I don't want to take up a lot of your time, I'm going to move right along to the next deck. Okay, and the next deck we have here is going to be the Medieval Scapini Tarot. Okay, and this is published by U.S. Games. Okay, 78 cards with a little booklet inside. Okay, so let's take a look at this. And again, these cards are trimmed. So we have here the guidebook. Okay, very, very simple booklet. Tells about the Medieval Scapini Tarot. Goes over the major arcana. There aren't going to be any pictures. It's just going to be the number of the card, the name of the card, Very brief description. So nothing to write home about. And again, you might not even need to access that. Okay, and then we have, this was the original size of the card. To me, it's a very large card. Okay, it's going to take up my whole hand. I prefer smaller cards, so what I did was I trimmed them down. As you can see, picks really pop. Wasn't crazy about this roped border going around it. Okay, so got rid of that. And this way I'm able to see the picture better. So we have the Six of Swords, and aren't these beautiful, beautiful artwork? They're very gentle too, but they're interesting. Very interesting. Here we have the Death card. I think this is one of the cards that sold me on this deck when I bought it. Queen of Swords, the Fool, King of Coins, which is King of Pentacles, the Star, Page of Wands, Six of Coins, some reversals here, Five of Wands, Seven of Wands. So it's not looking like the traditional tarot that you're used to if you're using an RWS deck. It's different. It's very different in its own special way, which makes it unique. It may be very much of a challenge, though, for somebody who's starting out, like this one, the Three of Wands. You know, we have these men climbing up this structure here, and we have these wands in the air. So you might not be able to pick up on it as easily, you know, unless you're a seasoned reader, but they're beautiful cards. I just love them. They're just so unique. Six of Cups. They're very busy, the artwork. Justice. Ten of Coins. Page of Coins. So the Moon. The Hanged Man. So you basically get the gist of what these cards are about. And again, if you want to see the full deck in its entirety, you can go to my playlists here on my YouTube channel. There's hundreds of card deck reviews, literally, and you could see this in its entirety. But to keep the video to a minimum time, because I know people are busy. A lot of people tell me they don't like long videos and they appreciate my short videos. So that's what I'm trying to do here. Next is the Ancient Italian Tarot. And this is another Lo Scarabeo deck. Comes in a very basic box. Very basic guidebook. Okay, we have the guidebook here. We got a card inside here. A few cards inside there hiding. Very basic. In your 5-6 different languages. It's in Portuguese, Dutch, French, Spanish, Italian, and English. It tells you a little bit about the Italian tarot. The meanings of the cards, no pictures, just the numbers and the names. Very brief description. Very brief booklet. And then exactly, I wanted to show you this. I trimmed this as well. It was just a tiny border. But to me, removing that made the cards a little bit smaller, which I do prefer a smaller card. Now, these will be a challenge for someone who's starting out. I wouldn't suggest this for a beginner because there aren't going to be any words. They're not going to look like your traditional tarot, but they are beautiful in their own sense. And I use these on a regular basis. Here we have the Four of Cups. Okay, the Six of Cups. Okay, the Queen of Wands. Okay, and we have it in Italian down here. So again, it could be a challenge if you don't know Italian. I happen to be Italian, so it's not so hard for me, but for a beginner, yes, it would be a challenge. This is Justice. Eight of Cups. We've got the Queen of Swords here. And again, a very old world feel to them. These feel like vintage tarot cards, which is what really drew me to them. Okay, we have the Queen of Cups. We have La Luna, the moon. Isn't that a gorgeous card? Hope the camera's picking up on this beautiful artwork. Seven of Cups. Then we have La Forza, strength, the traditional woman with the lion that's depicted in most of the strength cards. 8 of Pentacles, 9 of Wands. Or actually Swords, I'm sorry, Swords. 3 of Pentacles. We have the Fool, El Mato, the Fool. He has his dog with him. So these are very, very beautiful cards, but again, could be quite of a challenge. We have El Mundo, is the world. Temperance. The Ace of Wands. The Tower, La Torre, look at that. That's one of the cards that usually makes it or breaks it for me. The Hermit, the Tower, these are the cards that are really the most important to me as far as the artwork and the energy from them. So again, you get the gist of these cards. Cardstock is all right, kind of on the thin side. Love the uniqueness of this deck. Very, very happy that it's part of my collection. And then if you want to see the entire deck, again, this is the Ancient Italian Tarot. Okay, and this will be on my playlist. Okay, and next is the Sacred Rose Tarot. And again, this has like a vintage type of feel to it, like the artwork and stuff reminds me of something from years and years ago. Okay, and this is US Games. Okay, simple box, nothing fancy. Again, I've trimmed these cards so they're going to look a little different. Okay, this is what the border looked like. Okay, and without the border. To me, pictures pop more, but again, that's me. So we have inside here a very basic guidebook. Again, there's nothing fancy about this. You've seen these before, you know, the major arcana. No pictures, just a brief description, the name of the card, the number on the card. That's about it. Interesting design on the back. Cardstock is kind of thin. Okay, interesting design. Let's take a look at the cards. The High Priestess. The Lovers. Two of Wands. The Empress. And they have this look on their face that's indescribable. It's pretty intense. Look at him, the Knight of Swords. Seven of Pentacles. The Hermit, and I love the colors. The colors and the artwork really, really pop to me. Wheel of Fortune. That's an interesting Wheel of Fortune. We have this snake coming down, and it looks like here some type of being. Is it a, I don't know. The Hanged Man. Temperance. The Devil. The Star. The Moon, the Sun, Judgment. Again, these intense looks on their faces. Love it. Ace of Wands, the World. So again, if you'd like to see a full deck of these, entire deck, just go to the playlist on here, look up the Sacred Rose Tarot, and you will find them. This is by Joanna Gargiulo Sherman. Very unique deck. Love it. And here we have the next one, Russian Tarot of St. Petersburg by Yuri Shakov. Okay, another deck by US Games. Simple box. Okay, inside we're going to have a simple guidebook too. Okay, very simple guidebook. Just like the other ones that I've just shown you. No pictures, just brief descriptions. And beautiful cards, beautiful and different, very different from what I have. Beautiful design on the back. Okay, cardstock's okay, like a semi-glossy. Okay, and let's take a look at the cards. These I didn't trim. Wasn't sure if I should or not. I really don't think it's going to make a difference because the pictures in here, you're still going to have this decoration going around it, so it's not really going to pop as much. So Not sure what I'll do with these, but so far I've been using them the way they are and they're fine. The Falling Tower. It's like a gold, like a bronze trim going around it. Page of Cups. Four of Coins. The Queen of Clubs. The Knight of Clubs. So that clubs would be wands. Okay, so this would be the Knight of Wands. Then we have the Eight of Swords. Strength. We have the traditional woman with the lion, which we're always used to seeing. Two of Coins. Now, normally they're juggling the coins, but in this case, the coins are on the ground. The Empress. Three of Coins. Six of Wands. Queen of Coins. Page of Coins. Queen of Cups. Ten of Cups. Page of Swords. Seven of Cups. King of Swords. And Five of Wands. Two of Cups. And again, to see a full deck review of any of these decks, the entire deck, just go to my playlist if this is something that you look like you're interested in. Take a look at each card individually. I elaborate on them more on those reviews. So moving right along, we're going to do the Crystal Tarot by Elizabetta Trevisan. Okay, and this is a beautiful deck, another Lo Scarabeo deck. Simple box. Simple guidebook again. Okay, no pictures, just the number, the name. Okay, and these cards also were trimmed to make them much smaller. This is what the card looked like before it was trimmed. It had this little white border going around it. Okay, so I decided I was going to take that off because I had a hard time connecting with the deck when I first got it, but I love it, love it. This is the Emperor, and cardstock's kind of on the thin side, okay, but nice backing, very interesting artwork on the back. Okay, they're like a semi-gloss type of finish. We have the Six of Swords, and this may be a challenge for someone new, okay, but it's not impossible to learn. A lot of people prefer to learn from a more traditional deck where it's just so much easier to pick up on the symbols in the card and gain their meaning. This may be a challenge. There aren't any people, just basically the swords here. Here we have the Three of Wands, Ten of Cups with just cups, Nine of Cups, Eight of Cups, okay, Seven of Cups. We have the Ten of Pentacles, just pentacles. We have Justice. Okay, Strength, the woman with the lion. Very busy artwork, very, very busy. Here we have the King of Wands. Okay, and the Moon. And we're going to have it in different languages. We have the Moon, then we have La Luna in Italian up here. Il Sol, the Sun, beautiful Sun card. La Ruta, the Wheel. Okay. Very, very beautiful artwork, unique in itself. Like I said, this could be a challenge for someone new, but it's a beautiful deck to have. Judgments, Ten of Wands, Ace of Wands, the Tower, beautiful. Okay, so let's move on to the next deck. And the next deck is going to be the Mystical Tarot. And Mystical Tarot is beautiful in itself. Okay, another one of my favorites. It's a Lo Scarabeo deck. Okay, 78 cards with a very small instruction book. Very basic packaging. Okay, and the instruction book that came with this, again, typical. Okay. going to be in, 5 different languages: English, Italian, Spanish, French, and Dutch. It's going to give you the symbols here. The hat is going to be the page. The knight's going to be the horse, the queen's crown, and the king's crown. Okay, so we're going to have symbols on here. No words, just numbers and symbols. Here we are, the 7 of Pentacles. And cardstock is on the thinner side. Semi-gloss finish. Interesting design on the back. Okay, we have the 6 of Pentacles, looking pretty traditional here. The 4 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles. He's practicing his craft there. Okay, and now we have the Knight. Oh, wait a second. No, this is the Page. I'm thinking that's a knight's hat. It's a page. Page of Swords, 10 of Swords. Okay, and then we have the Knight. The Knight's going to be on the horse symbol. Okay, so this is the Knight of Wands. Okay, the Page, again, the Page symbol up here, this helmet. Page of Wands. The 4 of Wands. 2 of Swords. And this is the Hierophant. Okay, the 4 of Wands. How beautiful. The artwork on these are just magical to me. Just amazing. The 9 of Swords here. The woman sitting up in bed at night. Anxiety. Her mind not able to shut off, not able to relax. Stressful nights. 6 of Cups. Queen of Cups. We have the Queen's crown up here. Cup symbol down here. 10 of Cups. 9 of Cups. 7 of Cups. 5 of Swords. 3 of Swords. And this is really interesting because I'm used to seeing the heart, the thrice pierced heart. And this is going through this person's skull, through its head. Interesting. Interesting take on that one. Okay, we have the beautiful, beautiful, the Hangman. The 8 of Swords. We're used to seeing them bound. Okay, she's bound and she's blindfolded. 5 of Coins, the emotion on their face. And again, this is part of my playlist on this channel. So if you'd like to see the full deck, you can go right to the playlist, pull it up as the Mystical Tarot, okay, and be able to view the entire, deck of cards. Moving right along, this is a very nice deck. Love, love, love the Silver Era Tarot. I like the fact that these cards are going to be black and white with just a little bit of color to give them some kind of, it just draws you in that color, wherever it may be on the card. It just draws you in. This is by the artist Anya Khan. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Author Russell J. Moon. Okay, and this is in a very nice, sturdy box. Okay, and I like the fact that it's magnetic. See, it clicks shut, like a lot of those rock pool boxes. Okay, very nice to store your cards in. They're going to keep them safe. Beautiful guidebook. Nice glossy finish, nice and sturdy. Okay, nice smooth pages, semi-glossy pages. Well-made guidebook. The table of contents. Introduction to the cards. Okay, and then it goes into the cards. You'll have a small picture up here. Okay, and a brief description will give you the meaning upright, the meaning reversed, and of course your keywords. It's going to go through all 78 cards. Now on here, these cards, you're not going to notice that splash of color that I was mentioning, but you'll see them when I show you these. Very basic back to the cards, real nice heavy cardstock to them. And of course, these were trimmed because I prefer a smaller card. And how beautiful is that? The Queen of Cups. Okay, she has this red burgundy kind of wine-colored dress on. Two of Cups. The sun, so we're like black and white, and then we have this burst of yellow that just draws you in. You just feel the energy of the sun. Okay, that color really means a lot. The star, and down here you kind of have like a blue cast to the water. Not sure if the camera's picking that up. Three of Wands. Seven of Pentacles, and these are like a rose kind of pinkish color to those pentacles. The Hermit, love this card. Look at how that light just draws you in. All the black and white, and then the yellow that contrasts it. That is a magical card. Ace of Wands. Eight of Wands. The Fool. The High Priestess. Now look at the lavender. The purple color really shows on that dress. Three of Cups. We have a little color down here. Four of Swords. Eight of Swords. I mean, look at that. You could just feel the emotion, the energy emanating from these cards. The Moon. Love it. The yellow, just a yellow cast here on the side of the card. Six of Swords, again, that beautiful wine-colored dress. Two of Wands with a little bit of blue here. Knight of Swords. Eight of Cups with that yellow moon. Temperance, the blue water pouring. Page of Pentacles. The Hanged Man in his yellow shirt. Actually looks like a hanged woman. The Hierophant. Three of Pentacles with that purple popping again. So you get the gist of this too. Again, all of these decks are on my playlist. Okay, so I won't be mentioning that anymore because I feel like a broken record, repeating that over and over again. And moving right along, we have the Tarot Mucha. Nice box. Love the box. Love the packaging. Okay, and this is going to be another low Scarabeo deck. Okay. And inside, we have a very nice guidebook. Okay. Semi-glossy finish to it. Okay, nice smooth paper here. It's going to be in English, Italian, Spanish, French, Dutch, and Portuguese. Tells you a little background about it, how to use the cards. Okay, and then it goes into the Fool, the Magician, the High Priestess. There aren't any pictures, just the names and the numbers that are assigned to the cards. And then you have some sample readings in here. Okay, and then it goes into the different languages. And these cards were also trimmed. This was a challenge to trim this deck because this is not a straight cut border. It's kind of wavy, of course, you know, it's uneven. So it was quite the challenge to trim these to make them look halfway decent, but I had to do it because the pictures now really pop. And you could see it brought it down a size. Okay, so it was this border going around here. Okay, and these cards are very nice cards. Cardstock is a little on the thin side. We have beautiful woman on the back. Okay, and I love the artwork of these. Look at this. Now, this may be a challenge for new readers because, of course, there's not going to be any names, okay, to guide you. We're just going to have a symbol. Okay, this is going to be the knight symbol. We have this horse here, and of course, he has the wand, so this would be the Knight of Wands. Okay, the colors, like, they just pop. They're just so vibrant. We have the Ten of Wands, the World. I mean, look at the expressions, and there's these people kneeling down, and this one's standing up, and Wow, the sun. The artwork is very busy, which I like, very detailed. It's just absolutely beautiful. I mean, look at the colors. Again, I hope the computer is picking up the artwork and the colors on these cards because they are so nice. They're kind of like the blues and stuff are kind of like a dark, a mystical, magical, enchanted type of feel to them. You have the Tower. Nine of Wands. And again, the emotion on the faces. The Four of Wands. These women here gathering, small gathering of celebration. Three of Wands. He's looking out into the future. Two of Wands. The Ace of Wands. Now we have the King. We have the King of Pentacles. We have the crown up here that signifies the King. And of course, the Pentacle, the King of Pentacles. 10 of Swords. We have the Queen of Pentacles. She has a very serious look on her face. Two of Cups, the Two, and then the Cup. Again, we have a Knight of Pentacles. There's the Knight symbol and the Pentacles. Very, very beautiful, beautiful cards. Interesting artwork. Love the box. Just amazing. Just amazing. Okay, let's move on to the last and final deck. And the last and final deck is going to be Tarot of the Master. Okay, and the Tarot of the Master is another Lo Scarabeo deck. Very simple box. You'll see a very simple guidebook. Okay, it's going to be in English, Italian, Spanish, French, and Dutch. I'm going to tell you the brief history. Okay, and then it's going to go into all of the cards. No pictures, just keywords to describe each and every card. And it'll go through all 78 cards. Again, these cards were trimmed by me. As you can see, they're smaller. Okay, no longer have that green border going around them. I didn't like the green border. That's what they looked like. Okay, and now, to me, I could connect better. Okay, now these could be a challenge because they're going to be in a foreign language, of course, and anytime there's a foreign language, unless you're fluent in that language, you might have to check the guidebook more. Interesting picture on the back. Cardstock is kind of thin, looks like not even glossy, not even a semi-gloss, like a matte finish it looks like to these cards. Let's take a look at them. Okay, we have the Three of Swords. Okay, again, maybe a challenge for some people. Two of Spades, which is Two of Swords. Ace of Sword. Okay, beautiful, beautiful, old world type of feel to them. Okay. Here we are with El Diablo, the devil. And it's interesting, the devil's inside this person's mouth. It looks like a devil inside the devil. Very interesting. And the colors are very soft. Beautiful. La Torre, the tower. And again, we have the Roman numerals up here, which may be a challenge for some. The Hierophant. Very, very interesting deck. Old world feel to it. I mean, I like some of the modern decks, but I kind of gravitate towards these older decks. So it's very involved artwork, very beautiful artwork. The Page of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles. So again, you see, what these are. We have the King of Cups, 8 of Cups, 7 of Cups. Very, very interesting deck. Glad I have it as part of my ever-growing tarot collection. I want to thank you if you've lasted through this video. You know I'm the queen of short videos. I like to be short and to the point. This one lasted about 35 minutes. If you're still here with me, thank you so much for your time. I hope that this helped you choose maybe a deck that you might want to purchase for yourself or for someone as a gift. And if you've enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel because I will be back with more.